Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. What an awesome show we are having. What a mixed bag. And we are now going to continue with one of the coolest segments I think that we've introduced this year and take you into the wild. It's a Thursday and it means we have the opportunity to learn new amazing facts about the wild. But of course we start with a bit of an update, a weekly roundup of all things wild and wonderful. And this week in our Wild Life News, major news and a very contentious point at that. Domestic trade of rhino horn has been legalized in South Africa. The Constitutional Court ruled yesterday. So basically what this means is it'll allow rhino horn to be bought and sold legally for the first time in 8 years. Conservationists are concerned, obviously, that relaxing on bans could increase poaching, and rhino horns can now be removed safely, though, without causing any harm to the animal. Legitimizing the trade may be a way to serve as extra income for conservation efforts, or to at least manage the trade. But obviously this is going to create massive divides. We'd love to hear from you. How do you feel about the legalization of rhino trade? Then in other news on the lighter side, a python coming to stores near you. An African rock python was discovered in the dairy section of a grocery store in Mpumalanga this week. So shoppers obviously abandoned their carts and left rather quickly as a severe case of chills took over when a snake handler removed the python from the refrigerator. Snakes, of course, are cold-blooded, and the low temperatures had caused the snake to go into hibernation mode, where obviously there was no danger to anyone. No one, not even any yogurt, was harmed. So today we're going to take flight, though, with an incredible discussion and an unbelievable star guest. We have joining us an expert on birds, Mike Amira, with probably the most beautiful guest we've ever had on the show. Please introduce us, Mike.
This is Buttercup, spotted eagle owl, and it's one of our youngest owls we've rescued. And it's a little male. And hey, say hello.
Why the name Buttercup? How do you choose a name?
Funny enough, my wife actually chose it. We thought in the beginning it was a female. They look very much the same when they're small. Obviously, as they get older, the female's larger. So we decided, okay, hang on a second, we're seeing that Buttercup's actually a little male. And we realised, well, we'll keep the name, not to confuse Buttercup a bit, eh?
Looking at his eyes, he's like, Expresso, he's just realised, I'm on TV, oh my
Big
word.
time. He's like, hey.
Where the eagle owl really comes into its own, you look at the size of those claws.
Yes.
Talk to us about this breed.
Basically, the spotted eagle owl is one of our more common owls that we have. But I mean, it's the eagle name it's a power of an eagle. It's an extremely powerful apex predator. You obviously have the barn owl, and you have various owls, grass owls, marsh owls, scops owls, but an eagle owl is extremely powerful. You mentioned the talons. I mean, you can have a look
at the size that in relation to the rest of the body.
Yes,
absolutely
totally
amazing.
And I mean, Buttercup's fairly smaller as well. Eh? You obviously get the Cape Eagle Owl's a lot larger, heavier set, more brown, orangey eyes, not the yellow eyes that Butsy has.
Oh, hello! Just realised me. He's like, oh my word. Mike, thank you so much for bringing this guest. We're gonna have a chat more about
100%.
these animals and your conservation efforts. How you're involved in rescue. We'd love to hear from you guys. Have you encountered any bird of prey, but in particular owls? We know that they're popping up all over residential areas. Yeah. This is their home, after all. 083 9133 728. Please connect with us. It's my feel-good breakfast show. Oh, I'm learning all sorts of gems about owls, in particular this beautiful spotted eagle owl named Buttercup, but don't let the name fool you. I can see that he is built to kill, an apex predator. Mike Amira joins us as well, a bird expert who's been working with rescuing these incredible creatures for 6 years now. We'd love to hear from you. Have you encountered a bird of prey? Do you have any photos that you need us to help you identify? 083 9133 728. We'd love to hear about your encounters. So we've introduced you to Buttercup, who was a rescue, yes?
Yes, yeah.
So talk us through the kind of work that you do.
We rescue all sorts of birds across the board. Just from red-faced mouse birds to rescue chickens, can you believe it? Wow. That as well. To ostriches, peacocks, peregrine falcons, rock kestrels, barn owls, obviously Cape eagle owls, spotted eagle owls. I mean, we're probably close to over 300 birds we've probably rescued.
Sure,
it's massive. It's
man.
massive. We don't keep accounts, actually.
How do you rehabilitate a bird? I mean, he looks so comfortable with you. Clearly, you have built a connection with this gorgeous thing, man.
You know, you get a lot of birds that get a human imprint with you, and we try not to allow that, to get too involved.
Because you're trying really hard there, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you about it. So, I mean, the thing is, like with Buttercup, we did release Buttercup with Honeybee, the sibling, as well. And Honeybee took off amazingly. We still monitor Honeybee and we know what's happening with her. But Buttercup kept coming back. So, you know, you get a human imprint, you don't really want to let them go in the wild, they can't defend for themselves. And So it's not really a wise thing to do, you know?
We're seeing all sorts of
yes,
creatures that you've got on the screen. When you talk about rehabilitation, what happens to these birds? What instances, some of the more extreme ones that you've encountered?
My word. That one right there now was bitten by a dog in Paarl, February last year, and it was too late to get to the owl. It had about, not to be gross, but about over 200 maggots in the wing. It was severely infected. We tried our best with that one. It was a bit, like I say, too late. Unfortunately, it does happen.
Heartbreaking, man.
But cars hitting owls a lot, especially the warm months they go for food in the road.
How's the drought affected these
Huge.
creatures?
We've had a lot more rodents, a lot more mice, and especially barn owls, they're not stupid. They'll breed accordingly to the food in the area. So if there's a lot of rats and a lot of mice, they'll know, okay, fine, we can actually have family planning, we can have a lot of kids. And it causes a lot more breeding of the barn owls. We've had a lot more parklands. There's 6 barn owls 2 months ago, 3 in a chimney, air conditioning duct. So we have a lot just because of these guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't look there, man.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
look there. He's
yeah.
He's like the biggest rat I've ever seen. Now Buttercup is performing like a champion. And again, we'd love to hear from you, 08391333728. If you've got any questions to pose to Mike or any encounters that you'd like to recount, we'd love to hear from you. We'll see you after a break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We're live as we go into the wild again with Mike Amira and his beautiful co-star over here, Buttercup. I love that name, man. It's actually ridiculous. But spotted eagle owl, that is just showing us how much of an apex predator, yes, he is. But I'm looking at the sensory perception here. I must border on the pre-sentient. Is this why do we think that they carry such a superstitious attachment? And what is that? What do people's superstitions and our baggage mean in the life of owls?
Because owls predominantly hunt at night, early morning, you know, they're not seen in the day, and people are weird about nighttime. They can't see something, they don't trust it. And they've just got this connotation, this mystique, this eeriness to them that they are evil, and that it's, you know, a lot of people think they see me with owls, believe it or not. But I get told, are you into witchcraft? Are you evil? I'm thinking, are you crazy?
Yeah.
These birds are incredible. They're here to serve a purpose and control pests.
They're
There's
an
a
apex
perfect picture
predator.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people just, if an owl hoots on your roof, they believe someone's going to die in the household. I did a bit of work in Paarl on the farm once, and they would not have an owl near the roof. They said, forget about it, because someone will die in my house. So it happens a lot. People just, they don't trust them. They don't believe that they're good animals.
How does this affect the work that you're doing? Because surely you're out there, you're needing to create owl boxes, homes for them. I mean,
Yes.
how does this affect you?
Big time. I've had owl boxes smashed out of trees, destroyed, ripped apart. A lot of the times, owls are fiddled with taken out of a nest too young, like Buttercup.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing of the risk. You take it out of a nest, interfered with. That's one in Durbanville, I think it was George. So I mean, it's, you know, the good thing is that people are opening their eyes. They're not keeping their heads in the sand about it. And they're realizing that they're not evil, and they're fantastic animals, and we should encourage them in your yard or wherever you see them.
And I think because they're so reclusive, it's actually like a treat if you get to see one. You should feel
Absolutely.
really like lucky in that. So,
Absolutely.
How do we support you in your efforts? I know that you've been going at this for about 6 years, but I'm sure the demand is there. How do we support you guys? What do you need?
The best thing is, I mean, just awareness. I mean, I can give my contact details out. People just to give a shout. And the biggest thing is they eat a lot. And you go through rats and mice, and obviously you're finding it yourself. So donations of rats, mice, not just for that, but all our birds. We've got a lot of frugivores. So fruits, seed, the works. It would be a huge help. Huge help.
And I think spread the word that these are absolutely incredible animals that we are so lucky to have on our doorstep, in our backyards, in our forests, right here, right across the country. I'm so chuffed that you brought Buttercup and that he has been on his best behavior today, man. I can't believe how well behaved he's been. But just awe-inspiring to see those tools, those claws, those unbelievable eyes, and that plumage under the fake ears on the head. He is beautiful. Mike, you've inspired us. Thank you so much.
Awesome,
my
man.
friend.
Thank you.